Hi, I'm Amy. This is Clark. And we were teaching Jitterbug. This is the first lesson of Jitterbug. Just really briefly, we're using Jitterbug in this case to mean the 6-count swing. It's a term that can be used for a lot of other dances like the Carolinas Shag or Lindy Hop. In this case, we're just doing a 6-count, kind of like an East Coast swing. It's related to jive, but it's got a little bit more kind of low down, kind of in your hips and in your knees kind of feeling. This kind of swing is a dance, and Jitterbug's a dance that calls back to the African American communities that came up with ragtime and jazz. And so we're really trying to feel that. So when we're doing the swing, we want to be clapping on the 2 on the floor. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one way you know it's swing if it's got that real nice heavy 2s and 4s. So we did some exercises kind of working on rhythm, and then we worked a little bit on our rock step. So let me show you what the dance is going to look like, and then we're going to break it apart a little bit real quick. So we start with our rock step. Rock step, da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so in our lesson, we looked at a couple of different ways we can do that step. Most importantly is that we're going to work on our rock step. And we did a little exercise in a rock step where we kind of lifted our knee and we pushed down and came back up. We don't want our feet to be very far apart. When we do that, we're going to push down, back. You'll notice my right foot is just on the ball of my foot, and that gives you that kind of piston action. That rock step is something that your follow is going to look for, and it's something that the lead is going to lead. His hands are going to come down and push out, and I'm really going to feel that. So I want you to lead your rock steps. This is just an exercise you can do at home. All right, let's add the other bits. So we have a rock step, and then we need to do 4 more beats. So we're going to try it with kicks first. Kick, step, kick, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's option 1. This time we're going to do it with a touch step. So we're going to rock, step, touch, step, touch, step, rock, step, touch, step, touch, step, rock, step, touch, step, touch, step. When we do that, you'll notice if we're doing a rock, step, touch, step, you can really see that real sway that's going on. And you can see that I'm getting down here a little bit in my knees. Like I said, we're getting back to that African and African American flavor there. And then the last one we did, the last basic we did, was we're going to step where we touched before, and then we're going to pause. So it'll be rock, step, step, sink, step, sink. Rock, step, step, sink, step, sink. Rock, step, step, sink, step, sink. Now the reason we did the 3 of those is because they're all options that you might see someone doing. They're all different ways to do the same exact step. They're all really great ways to make sure that you do something on all 6 counts. And you don't want to lose a count because then you end up doing a different swing dance. So if we've got our 6th count, and I think we'll just do the step, sink, step, sink, then we're going to add a couple of moves. So we'll show you what that looks like. Just do both of them, okay? This is a demo. And. This is an outside turn, and this is an inside turn. You can do them separately. Just one. You can just do an outside turn, and go back to your basic. You just do an inside turn and go back to your basic. We put them together just because it feels better to the lead, and it gave us a chance to practice what's going on with our feet. We talked a little bit more than we normally do about what's going on with our feet because I wanted to make sure that you notice that the lead's getting to the other side of me. I'm not doing all the work. I'm not just doing all this turning. He's coming over here. So we're going to break this apart and let you see what our feet are doing real briefly. And we've never done this before, so bear with us. So, rock, step, step, pivot, back, pivot. Rock, step, step, pivot, back, pivot. Rock, step. This is the outside turn. Back, pivot. This is the inside turn. Let's put it together. Rock, step, step, pivot, back, pivot. Rock, step, step, pivot, back, and. So that's where we went to today. We did give you a little red meat, which is that if you don't let go, you end up with a couple more moves. Rock, step. This is the outside turn, but I didn't drop. We call this Spanish arms. I'm sure there's 12 other names for it. And then we go the other way, inside turn. that turns into a cuddle. We'll talk about those a little bit more next week. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in, we're going to be in White Rock next week. Bye.